and lots of tips. So thank you for calling me the crock-pot queen because I love to crock-pot.
I know you do.
So they come in all different sizes, right? So we've got small, medium, the large. They have ones even bigger than these up here to accommodate every family size, every situation, every recipe.
And turkey dinner.
And turkey dinner, which you're doing this year.
That.
Okay, so here's something that most people don't do with their crock-pot. They don't preheat it. You need to preheat your crock pot. It's a little oven, so we preheat our ovens. We need to preheat our crock pot. So when you're getting your ingredients ready, plug that crock pot in and turn it on.
Okay.
Okay, so when you put things in, you're good to go. The other thing that a lot of people do is they lift the lid off. You're guilty of this, aren't you?
I do, and you gotta stir it, and you gotta taste it.
Yeah, no. It stirs it for you. Like that water's moving around in there, that condensation, it's stirring things for you. Well, anyways, if you take the lid off, it takes anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to come back up to temperature.
Wow.
So you wanna keep that lid on. You wanna keep that lid on. Okay, here's the other thing. When you are cooking with meat, and browned hamburger is a totally different situation, but when you're cooking with pork, or chicken or roast, anything like that, you want to brown it before you put it in.
Really?
And then it improves the flavor 100%. And here's what else you're going to do. After you brown that meat, you're going to deglaze the pan with water, wine, broth, whatever you've got, and you're going to pour those drippings into the crock pot.
You're going to deglaze it?
Yeah, so when you get those little brown bits on there after you've browned it, then you're going to pour some liquid in there, and it helps release them, and then you're going to take that liquid that's left and you're going to pour it into your crock pot.
Nice.
Incredibly better.
I'm hungry.
Incredibly better. So once you are ready to do that, you're ready to do all kinds of crock potting. Now, let me tell you something else. If you are going to shred, like if you put chicken in and you're going to shred it, you don't need to brown it. There's no need to brown it because you're going to shred it anyways, so don't even worry about that. Okay, so we're off to the races holiday style, right?
That is true.
So Thanksgiving is upon us, and after that, it just goes crazy. Okay, so sometimes mornings are super busy. There is a delicious recipe, and all this will be on the website. It's caramelized apple oatmeal. It is delicious. Your house in the morning will smell like cinnamon, apples, a little bit of nutmeg in there. But what makes this a little bit different is there's eggs in the mix, so it's almost like a custardy oatmeal. It's delicious. It really is delicious. My daughter she's not a big fan of oatmeal. This morning she ate 2 bowls of it.
Wow.
Loves it. So give that a try.
Wow. And how long do you leave it in there for?
Anywhere from 6 to 9 hours, depending on your crock pot, but right around there.
Right before you go to bed.
Yeah, right before you go to bed. Okay, and then you're going to use some lemon juice in there to help the apples from turning really brown. But the other thing is that I wanted to share with you, this Minute Maid concentrate lemon juice, it's the best one on the market. You find it in the freezer section. That's what everybody should be using. It's by far none the best.
Oh my word.
Okay, moving on. This is called Pixie Tacos. Now, the reason it's called Pixie Tacos is my friend's children, Emma, Luke, and Jake, named this Pixie Tacos. So what you do is you put in a couple of chicken breasts, you've got your taco seasoning, salsa, corn, beans, you put it in there, you cook it up, you shred your chicken, and then you add some cheese, shredded cheese, and sour cream and mix it together. We eat it over rice. You can put it in tortillas. You can put it over chips and have like chicken nachos. It's so good. It's so good. Everybody should try it. Okay, now what another tip is tapioca, the instant tapioca. Okay, when you are cooking something, the water doesn't evaporate in your crock pot, right?
Yes.
And so they'll say, take the lid off a half an hour before you want to serve it to cook off some of those juices to help it evaporate. All you have to do is put a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of the tapioca in there, and it makes everything nice and thick.
Wow.
So you're good.
Tip.
Yeah.
That's a great tip.
Okay, last one is cowboy casserole. This one is super, super easy. We brown some hamburger, we slice up some tomatoes and onions, mix it all together, literally mix it all together, throw it in the crock pot on low. 8 hours later, you have a delicious meal.
That looks good.
And if you're super desperate, we do 7-can soup. You don't even need a crock pot for this. You literally take all of these, you dump it into a pot, you warm it up, put a couple of these mini block Velveetas in there to make it nice and creamy, and you have dinner.
Really?
Yeah. Go crock pot, Idaho.
You've made me hungry, Amy.
Yeah, good.
Good to know. All right, well, coming up, we're talking about wine. Do you serve white wine or red wine with your holiday meals? We've got all the answers for you coming up next on Idaho Living.